Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to the series of applied mathematics, and we are discussing integration. So today specifically we are focusing on integration of a composite function. What is this composite function? That we already have discussed in derivative. If you want to see in detail, just go and watch that lecture again. But somehow we know that composite function is something that is a function which is again a function of x. So example, we have seen that log of sin x. So this is the kind of composite function. Now we know how to find derivative of this composite function, and since integration is a antiderivative thing, so now we see how to find the integration of composite function. So we know that while taking derivative of the composite function, so dy by dx of this function is nothing but, first we take integration of the outer function, which is nothing but f dash of gx, and multiply this with derivative of inner function, this one. Okay, so now if I want to take the integration of this composite function, so suppose I want I equals to integration f of gx dx, then I will first take integration of the outer function whatsoever it is, which is I am indicating as integration of f of gx dx divide by derivative of this inner function g of x plus c. So that is the general formula to calculate integration of composite function. Let's just see let's just see with the help of example how this is going to be simplified. So for example, I know that integration of e to the power x dx is e to the power x plus c, correct? Yes. So suppose if I have a function e to the power 3x dx, okay, then this is a composite function. Now one of the simple observation that whether it is a composite function or not is that in the function you never have a simple x. Like in this function you have only x here. So if there is something in multiplication or addition or subtraction or division with this x, then that is not a simple function, that is a composite function. For example, here we have 3 in multiplication, so this is a composite function. So how we solve it? By using this general formula. First we take integration of the original function, that is the exponential function, which is e to the power 3x divide by ddx of 3x plus c. So this I can write as e to the power 3x upon derivative of 3x, 3 is constant, it will come outside, and derivative of 1 is x is 1. So I will get 1 by 3 e to the power 3x plus c. So that's how we find out integration of composite function. Another simple example that I can take as, suppose I have sine of x square plus 2 dx. Okay, so this is a composite function. You don't have simple x here, instead of that you have some function here. So how you solve it? First take integration of the sine function, which is nothing but minus cos, right? So minus cos x square plus 2 divide by derivative of x square plus 2 plus c. So this is the minus cos x square plus 2 divide by derivative of x square plus 2, 2x plus 0 plus c. So it is minus cos x square plus 2 upon 2x plus c. This is the value of I. So that's how we apply this simple formula of finding integration of composite function. So in a simple way, in a simple way. Just remember that while taking derivative, the procedure is same. Like we first take derivative of outer function and multiply it with derivative of inner function. But in integration, we first take integration of outer function and divide it by derivative of inner function. So that's the difference I want you to remember. Now we will solve some example on it so that it will you will understand the concept well. Okay, so the example that I have written here is e to the power 2x plus 1 upon 1 plus x square dx. So I equals to integration e to the power 2x plus 1 upon 1 plus x square dx. Okay, that's the integration. So I will first separate it. Integration e to the power 2x dx plus integration 1 upon 1 plus x square dx. Now this is the composite function and its integration will be integration of exponential is e to the power x again. So e to the power 2x divided by derivative of 2x plus integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square. This is the standard integration, which is nothing but tan inverse of x plus c. So I will get tan inverse of x plus c. This is the value of I. Sorry, I need to write the derivative here. So 1 by 2 e to the power 2x plus tan inverse of x plus c. This is the value of I. Okay. Next example is, integration 1 upon root 4 2 minus 3x to the power 3. So first of all, let's just simplify it in the form of power so that we understand well what should we can do here. So solution is, let I equal to integration 1 upon root 4 2 minus 3x cube dx. Okay, so I can write this as, so root means to the power 1 by 2. Okay, if you have root 3 here, then it's mean power 1 by 3. If we have 4 here, it's mean power is 1 by 4. So this bracket power 1 by 4 means 2 minus 3x to the power 3 to the power 1 by 4 dx. Now this power can be written as integration 1 upon 2 minus 3x to the power 3 by 4 dx. Now all these things we already have discussed in one lecture, which is nothing but revision of fraction of algebra. If you have any problem in this, just go and watch that lecture again. So now it's become a simple function. I will take this into the numerator. Integration 2 minus 3x to the power minus 3 by 4 dx. This is a composite function. So first of all, I will take the integration as x to the power n dx, which is nothing but x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, and then divide it by the inner function's derivative. So I simply get as 2 minus 3x to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 3 by 2 plus 1 into ddx of 2 minus 3x plus c. So now simply I get as, so minus 3 by 4 plus 1 is nothing but minus 3 plus 4 upon 4, which is equals to 1 by 4. 3 plus 4 is 1 by 4. So 2 minus 3x to the power 1 by 4 upon 1 by 4 into derivative of 2 minus 3x is 0 minus 3 plus c, which is 2 minus 3x to the power 1 by 4 upon minus 3 by 4 plus c. Okay, so finally I got the answer as, I just write it in a nice way. I equal to I equal to minus 4 by 3 into 2 minus 3x to the power 1 by 4 plus c. That is the value of I. Okay. So I hope you understand this concept. Since we have already discussed this kind of thing in derivative, so I am not going to solve much problem on it. Instead of that, you try these examples and let me know in comment section if you are able to solve it. So I want you to solve integration 5x plus sine 5x dx, okay, to integration sine x plus 3x dx, 3 integration of log x square plus 2x dx, and fourth one integration tan inverse of 5x dx. So just try this example, let me know in comment section if you have any problem. Okay, now next that examples that I want to discuss is, so student always remember that finding, friends always remember that finding integration is a very tricky way. You just need to understand that which kind of problem you can solve by which type, so it simplified your life and you will get answer easily. So for example, I am going to discuss some trigonometric example which you can solve by replacing them with another trigonometric formula, just because it makes your life more easy. So few of that example that I want to discuss with you is, I'm just going to write an example here, just wait. Okay, suppose I have a integration sine square x dx. Okay, now I cannot solve this example by any formula because I don't have anyone. You cannot consider it as a composite function because you have simple x here. So it's not like you consider it like x square and then take a derivative. No. So sine square x, you know the integration of sine x but not sine square x. So to resolve this kind of integration, we just transform the given square term into the symbol multiplication of angle. So we already know that sine square x is nothing but, or we know that 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 is sine square x, and 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 is cos square x. So these two formula are very helpful that I want you to remember. So just simply replace this sine square x with 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. What will I get? Integration 1 minus cos 2x upon 2 dx. So this 2 we can take out of the integral. So 1 by 2 integration 1 minus cos 2x dx. Okay, so this is 1 by 2 into, now integration of 1 is x minus integration of cos 2x. This is a composite function. Now very carefully listen here. So integration of cos x is sin x, sin 2x divided by derivative of 2x. So what will be the derivative of 2x? It is 2, right? Because 2 into 1, that is 2. So upon 2 plus c. Now just open the bracket. I will get 1 by 2x minus sin 2x upon 4 plus c. That is the value of I. Okay. In similar way, just try this example. Just pause the video here and try out this example. Cos square x dx. Now you already know what formula you need to use. Just try it and check what answer you get. Okay, so finally I think you all got the answer. If you did not get this answer, then try the example again and practice it till you are able to get the correct answer. That's how you are going to perfect in mathematics. So thank you for solving this. Now I will move to the next example. Okay, just consider this example and solution. I will write it as, let I equal to integration sin x upon sin 2x dx. Okay, now again this is a complicated kind of problem. I don't know how to solve it, but I know that sin 2x, that can be simplified as 2 sin x into cos x. So I will just write this here, that sin x upon 2 sin x into cos x dx. Now sin get cancelled, 1 by 2 is a constant. I can write it out of integration of 1 upon cos x dx. So 1 by 2 into integration 1 upon cos is sec x dx, and you know this is the standard integration. So now just write the integration of sec x, which is nothing but log of sec x plus tan x. So 1 by 2 into log of sec x plus tan x plus c. So this is the value of this given integration. Now in similar way, just try to find out integration of 1 upon 1 minus cos 2x dx. Till then, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.